Hi. I wanted to make this video to explain a little bit about this training that I've been doing for the folks out there who already are EMTs or nurses. So I got a couple of questions about it, and I felt like it might be helpful to just post a video. All right. First, I want to do a disclaimer. I am in the Air Force. I do not do recruiting or anything in any capacity like that. I'm not an instructor. I'm just a service member who talks about my experiences personally, and I do not have any kind of professional experience on it. I just talk about what I see and what I see happening or what I ask around about. If you have any questions, feel free to post questions. If I feel like it's something that's going to be helpful to make a video about, I will make a video about. And if you have any corrections and I say something wrong, please correct me. Again, I do not have any professional training on this. I'm just talking about experiences, personal experiences. All right, so I'm going to explain the structure of the training again. Don't quote me on the timelines because this whole training is being a blur to me, but I can say that I've been in training since like about 5 months now, and the first 3.5 months, 4 months, 3.5 months were in phase 1. So this training is divided into phase 1 and 2. And if you're a National Guard and reserves, you may get a phase 3. But that's a whole other ball game. It's just when you go back, you will find out if you're going to have a phase 3 or not. So let's consider phase 1 and 2 because that's what everybody does. So phase 1 is divided into three parts: EMT, nursing, and Air Force specifics. EMT is about 6 weeks. And EMT is divided into mods, which is 7 mods, 7 tests. Then you're going to have the National Registry, and then you're going to have the skills portion. The National Registry, you have about 3 chances to pass it, and the skills portion, you have 2 chances to pass it. Then after you do EMT, you also do BLS, but BLS is just 1 day, it's an open book test, so don't worry about it, it's going to be pretty easy. BLS is just CPR and stuff like that. You will pass it, that's nothing that you should worry about. Then you're going to do EMT. Then you're going to do nursing. Nursing has about, I don't know, I want to say another 7 to 9 tests. And then you are going to do Air Force specifics. Air Force specifics, I think it has like 7 tests. I want to say 7 tests. Again, don't quote me on the times. Don't quote me on numbers of tests because there's so many in 3 months that is really difficult to keep up. Anyway, so my point here is to talk about you guys are already nurses or EMTs and you're coming into this job. All right. So in the first couple of days that you are there, the instructors are going to ask who is certified EMT, who's a certified paramedic, who's a nurse. They're going to ask all of that. So whenever you are asked that, you will raise your hand and let them know that you have those licenses or the registry, the National Registry or whatever. If you have the qualifications that they are looking for in a nurse, in an EMT or paramedic, to be able to push you through and you not have to sit through the whole thing, they will. So I'm going to give you the example of a classmate that I had that person was a paramedic and a nurse. Don't know the level of nursing that this person had, but I know that this person was able to be pushed through. So this person within the first 4 days, after all their paperwork and all their licenses and whatnot were given to the proper channels, that person had about a week to test out of the 7 mods. So that person had 7 tests in about 5 days. Then after that, that person did not need to do their National Registry test, the written test, because they already hold a valid EMT license. However, the everybody who has a EMT license has to pass the skills portion. So they will accommodate you to teach you everything that you need to know for you to be able to, in all fairness, pass the skills test along with everybody else. You're not going to remain in the same class they arrived with you because you're going to test everything much faster. So you're not going to sit 6 weeks until you can do your skills. So you're just going to be pushed through. Once you pass your skills and everything is good, the skills and all the tests and everything, that kind of, what I understood was that it's enough information and proof that you already know everything and you're still up to date with your training. So that allows the EMT board registry or whatever to refresh your expiration date on your EMT license. Again, that's what I think I understood about the whole expediting process for EMTs. But if you are EMT coming to this field, please make sure to ask again, because I don't want to be giving like bad information. But there's a reason why you have to do the skills again. And I think that the reason is that they will just refresh your current license and change the expiration date to a later date based on all of the testing that you just done there. After that, if you are a nurse in the capacity that they need you to be to get pushed through, you'll get pushed through again. You will test again all of the nursing tests that they have for nursing, and passing all of the tests within whatever amount of time that they will give you. Again, I'm not completely sure, but I think it's also a week. If you pass, great. You move on to Air Force specifics. Once you go to Air Force specifics, you will do the whole sit through the whole training, because everybody has to. There's no civilian Air Force specifics course out there, so you need to do it. And once you do that, you're going to go to phase 2, regardless of being a nurse, EMT, everybody does phase 2. Phase 2, you're going to go to a hospital, you're going to work there, and then you'll be done. I know that on phase 1, if you have those licenses and whatever requirements to get pushed through, you will get out of there at least about 2 to 3 weeks earlier than your previous class. I think that's about the time, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month earlier than everybody that arrived with you. So keep that in mind. If you have EMT but you're not a nurse, you do the math. You're going to do the EMT expedited just like I explained it, but you're going to sit through the nursing and you're going to sit through Air Force specifics like everybody else. And everybody's going to. If you do have nursing but you don't have EMT, you're going to sit through the EMT, you're going to have to pass everything for the EMT, and then you're going to test out of the nursing. I think that's what I believe it happens. So it really is it's really basically you can get pushed through based on whatever you have as far as what's necessary for them to push you through. All right. I think that's basically it for nurses and EMTs coming to aerospace medical field. If you have any other questions, let me know. And I hope this helped you, and I hope that this video is useful for you to understand a little better when you're coming in what you can expect if you're already a professional of health. All right, so post any comments, any corrections, any questions that you have. All right, and I will try to either make a video or I will reply as soon as possible. Bye.